I want to tell y'all this story real quick because I was watching this movie last night, and I just got inspired to share this movie because I was watching Diva TV just now, and she was talking something she uploaded a month ago that she was fire um about staying on your path and what the Most High has for you is for you, and how other people get bitter because um they might have had a similar path, but they didn't stay on it, and they might have lost their zeal because they were supposed to stay on it. And that was dope. Listen to her talk about that. You know what I mean? So that's Diva TV. You can go find that. You know what I'm saying? Look up, check out all her shit. Spiritual, God fearing, and the knowledge is real. So you already know the vibes. But so I'm watching this watching this movie last night, right? And it's a Chinese movie, but it's about the fox spirit or whatever, right? So specifically, it's this part in the movie where the kid he had, I guess, his father, right? Because the kid got saved. Well, the kid saved the fox that was falling off a mountain, and when he saved the fox, the kid fell by accident trying to save the fox. So the fox didn't have hands; he couldn't save the kid, so he was scratching him or whatever. So the kid ended up falling down the mountain. But before that, or whatever, or some part of this movie, the boy's father, or whatever, he had got like he was trying to take a test. Like he wanted, like as a kid or as a living person, he wanted to be the one to pass the test to become like a spiritual shade, a sage or something like that. Like it was whatever their culture was. He was like adamant he was going to do everything he had to do to pass this test. And he kept trying, but he kept failing. You know what I'm saying? And he was so bitter. So he died failing taking these tests. And when he died failing taking the test, the spirit that he was in that placement stayed there in that same classroom. So everybody who would ace the test in that classroom and go to the next level, he would kill them. So they never knew how to stop it. Like it's like they didn't know why people was dying. Like successful kids come from anywhere. They go to that school, and they ace the test and they end up dying. They was like, yo, what's happening? So they didn't know. So in the spirit realm, they had to have somebody come fix this situation, like the spirit cops in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So like the spirit fox was going to check on the situation, and he had to bring the kid with him because the kid passed away, and he ended up seeing that it was his father or whatever. So in order for them to get like it was like the white orb badge, you do that when you do good things in the spirit world or whatever. Like when you over there, it works. Like that's how you get your reward when you do things. You gotta like sacrifice, and but it has to be the ultimate sacrifice or whatever. So like in order for them to get it, he had to like make the dude remember, make the spirit remember what his goal was, because the spirit had stayed there and failed so long that failure became the energy that was on that spirit. And initially, the spirit had all intentions, was positive and was highly spiritual when he first got there, but that failure turned to a dark energy, and it sat on that spirit, and it ended up making him a dark spirit to where he ended up being a murderous spirit. So that nobody could pass because of his hatred for itself. That shit was so symbolic. I was like, yo, that's the problem with the world today. That's the problem in most people's family. They look at you, they be like, if it ain't work for me, it ain't gonna work for you. So you might as well just hang it up. You know what I'm saying? They hate to see you keep trying. They hate to see you keep pushing because they think what didn't work for them is not gonna work for you because they messed up in their own action. Like y'all similar, but y'all gotta be the same in some aspect, which is not true because you're the combination of something else. You know what I'm saying? So with the compliance of everything. So why you got so much animosity and you don't see that animosity that you have because lack thereof of the effort that you put into your own energy. You know what I'm saying? Like you lost the zeal. So now, you know what I'm saying, everybody else who's from you or around you who live in their life and is similar to yours, you got animosity for it, you got hate for it, and your job is to bring them down now because you just can't see past your own actions because the darkness is covering up what you need to see. Ultimately, when the kid was able to bring the light back to the spirit and show him a memory and make him remember the kid he was before he passed away, the spirit, the darkness, that was enough to release the darkness. And he remembered, and that light in his mind took him back to a place to where he was different, and he was able to release that darkness. And he apologized, and then the spirit became a helpful spirit there. That was almost like his it was almost like his reward and penance at the same time. Like, we're not going to destroy you, but now you're going to be a helpful spirit. So you're going to help people who are trying to get out of here instead of because you killed so many people. So now the spirit got to stay, but now it changed its energy, and it was motivating. It was spiritual gift at that point. It was something that can nudge you forward, lack thereof of the energy that he didn't have to nudge himself forward. So now he was given that as a spirit, so it was deep in the movie how even after death, you still have to take responsibility for your actions. And it's crazy because I just did a video the other day. I was saying how your physical actions and while you're alive speak to your spirit. So whether or not you know it or you whisper it or whatever, it's still embedded into your spiritual understanding. You ain't hiding nothing. That's who you is. You can walk around here lie all day. You can point your finger all day. Your spirit is like, I can't believe you're saying these things. I'm appalled. Your real spirit, and you like, I don't know what is wrong with them. This is not what we want for them. I'm trying to get them to understand. They just not listening to me. That's what your real self inside of you. Your real self has all the truth that it needs. And it's in there inside of you fighting. It's mad. It got his arms crossed. It's like, you just won't get it together, God. You're like, it's in you tight. So that's what you be fighting against. You be fighting against the true version of yourself. And you think that it's outside of you. No, it's you. It's always going to be you. And until you get in line with that better version of you inside yourself, you're going to always be mad. You're going to be mad at everybody. You're going to find something to pick at. You're going to find something to say. You're going to look for it 24/7. You know why? Because you're not right in you. And then you know what people try to do? Try to make you feel not right. You not right. One of my homeboys back in the day, God bless the dad, dude was an idiot. He'd be like, no, that's mine too. I'd be like, yo, shut up, yo. You act like you 12 sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't judge people, man, because whatever's right for you, where you from is right for you. Who am I to come over there and tell you what not to do and what to do? Magnets magnetize to one another. Gravity pulls things. If there's a sun in the universe and the weight of it is so heavy that other planets circumvent around it, that's called gravity. People think gravity is just the descent, like you throwing something up in the drop. No, that means be heavy or be a bright enough light to where people gravitate towards you. Be heavy with your truth. You know what I'm saying? Stand on that. And if you're standing on it, you leaving an impression, right? An impression. And that impression can be heavy enough to make things gravitate to you. Look, I ain't gonna even hold you. Naga.